Picture the scene. It's 2005. Four of these riders are four of the most recognisable names in recent Grand Prix history. You know who they are. At that time, they didn't know what they were going on to achieve. Let's take a closer look at the 2005 250cc World Championship class. So, as you can see, the four riders we are covering today are Jorge Lorenzo, Dani Pedrosa, Casey Stoner and Andrea Dovizioso. Now, when you look at a class like this, it's just littered with talent, and I don't even mean these four riders. You've got Sebas Porto, Alex De Angelis, Randy Depurnier, Hiroshi Oyama. It just goes on, and there's just a lot of riders that went on to do great things in Grand Prix racing and also other forms of superbikes, endurance racing, super sport. When you look at the crop that we have here, it's frightening because Dani Pedrosa, yes, didn't win a MotoGP World Championship, but he won so many races, so many pole positions, a lot of podiums. He's the only back-to-back 250cc World Champion, really, to do it in 2 years of only being in the class. So he won his only 2 seasons in that class, which is just fantastic. He might have been on the factory bike, but the talent to beat this crop of rider is just, yeah, it tells you really all you need to know about this sort of class. It's littered with talent. You've got so many different riders, as I've said. Dovizioso is maybe the interesting one in all this. He didn't win a MotoGP championship, but he was a 125 champion coming into the 2005 class. But he then, as you know, in 2008 moves on to MotoGP with Lorenzo, who was just a fantastic 250cc rider. He was the sort of the last sort of king of 250 before we changed into Moto 2. Stoner has mixed success in 250, so it kind of 2003 he was the 250cc rider for LCR, didn't have a great season, and then moved back down to 2004 to the 125 class where Dovizioso and Lorenzo still were. Then moved up again to LCR in 2005 with the 250s and moved on to MotoGP in 2006 with the LCR team. This class, undoubtedly, if you go on and just even watch a few races from 2005, it is the best class for the intermediates. 250 two-strokes, the purest form of motorbike racing, the purest racing machine, just about engine performance and chassis and just Aprilias versus Hondas and KTMs through it now. It's just, I'm like an advocate for 250s. I just love them. It's especially because I'm from Northern Ireland, and the road racing over here kind of continued the 250cc racing, but it's very rare. And when you hear one, and it's not even the sound, for many that have been to a Grand Prix race when 250s were racing, you know what differentiates a 252 stroke from everything else. It's the smell of the bike. The two-stroke oil is just the best, and you don't get that anymore from Moto 2s. Even when you've been to a Grand Prix, they don't smell the same. It's just that sort of, it brings all your senses together, and I just think the 250 racing, especially in this generation, is quote-unquote the best. And I know a lot of you on social media enjoyed the post yesterday about it, and yeah, I would like to talk more about the older content, so just let me know what you think about this, and I will make more, and make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you next time.